Hello there! You're listening to the Pinoy MCU Fan, a bunk collective Filipino podcast where I get to talk about everything and anything Marvel Cinematic Universe. I'm your host, Jim.
Hi everyone, welcome back to the Pinoy MCU Fan podcast. Oh my god, I am finally talking about this right now. Finally, okay, I know this episode is like kind of late, but if you guys are new to my podcast, welcome. This is Jim, and I have a habit of releasing review episodes kind of late kasi I have this process na I want to make sure everyone has seen the movie or the series that I'm gonna be talking about para yung mga episodes ko, marami siyang spoiler, so I can like keep yapping without saying like, spoiler alert, ganon, parang wala na akong disclaimer. Anyway, I know then na we had some amazing announcement recently, and I am super excited about those too. And yes, I cannot wait to talk about those on this podcast. Pero for now, let's just talk about this one muna. Captain America Brave New World. Ano lang pala, shoutout lang pala sa sarili ko kasi I already did this like the script for this episode. And then the announcement happened. So I had to like make major adjustments to this, but like whatever, I'll do another episode on those set of announcements, you know. Anyway, Brave New World, let's go. So this movie came out in February, which is, you know, we all know, which is Black History Month in the United States. And of course, our Captain America is none other than Sam Wilson, played by Anthony Mackie. And for the rest of the cast, we have, you know, Harrison Ford as Thaddeus Ross, Red Hulk. And then, sadly, William Hurt passed away in 2022 before they started filming for Brave New World. And if you guys remember, we saw William Hurt in Infinity War, Black Widow, Civil War, I believe, yes, in Civil War, and also in Hulk, in the first Hulk, in the Hulk movie. I think those are the films where Ross did some scenes. Danny Ramirez as Joaquin Torres, who we first saw on the TV series The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, is also in this movie. But this time, he is donning the wings as the new Falcon. Diba? Astig. Carl Lumbly as Isaiah Bradley, also from the TV show. He's also Super Soldier, who was a really bad backstory. Not really bad, but like it's really sad. It's one of the heart-wrenching things ever. I remember watching The Falcon and the Winter Soldier just crying on the episode with Sam and Isaiah. And then coming back from the Hulk movie naman, we have Tim Blake Nelson as Samuel Stearns and Liv Tyler as Betty Ross. We also have a couple of newcomers, and one of them is Giancarlo Esposito as Seth Volker, is that how you say his name? As Seth, which is also known as Signwinder, who is the leader of the Serpent, a violent special ops team that we saw in this film. And we all know who Giancarlo is. He's the guy from Breaking Bad. I have not seen that series, but I do know from that series and then on, magaling talaga na actor si Giancarlo. Now, the film has a lot of mixed reviews, I'm not gonna lie, but for me, it's a solid film. It's a very down-to-earth movie, which feels refreshing after so many out-of-this-world, space, multiversal plots in the recent MCU films. It feels good to be back on Earth, kumbaga. So, not sure if I'm right, pero feeling ko lang, last Earth movie natin was it Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, I think. Yeah, but anyway, overall, the film was great. I can't wait to rewatch it to Disney Plus when it's finally available there. I love that we see more of Sam's fighting skills in this movie than in the past, you know, films with Sam as the Falcon. It's also understandable then kasi naman, he's a Falcon noon, which means he's mostly up in the air. But now that he's Captain America, with the shield, he's more on like hand-to-hand combat fighting. I mean, I guess, is that what you call it? Basta parang mas sumusuntok na siya, mas naninipa na siya, mas may, you know, may suntukan talaga nangyayari. And we can clearly see Sam's, yung combat skills niya dito. Yung mga, what I call it combat quirks. So, feeling ko din talaga kasi, for Captain America's, like, kailangan mahilig ka talaga, kailangan magaling ka talaga, kailangan paborito mo talaga na gawing boomerang yung shield. So, parang pag binumerang mo, hit as many targets as possible in one throw. Parang gano'n yung datingan kapag Captain America. So, for Steve, of course, meron din siyang super soldier serum. He can throw the shield real good. And for Sam naman, he loves kicking the shield to hit his targets. So parang ayun yung pinaka-major nila. Like, si Steve talaga, ihahagis niya talaga yan. Pero si Sam, nakahagis niya din. Pero mas madalas, gusto niyang sinisipa yung shield. So, while watching Brave New World, I do admit this. I admit that I find myself thinking na, Steve would have done this, Steve would have done that. But I have to remind myself, this is Sam, and this is his fighting style. And na-realize ko lang din na, medyo memorize ko na din pala talaga yung fighting style ni Steve, ano. I think most of us can say the same thing. Kasi, bro, in my defense naman, Steve was Captain America on screen for 10 years. Dude, like, so I mean, all of us, we basically grew up watching him, watching Steve beat the shit out of people. So like, syempre kung mga halos 10 years ka rin nanonood ng gano'n, mamememorize mo talaga. And speaking of beating up people, I just realized na si Sam, mahilig siya manaksak. Parang ngayon, ewan ko, parang nashock ako doon. Kasi, I feel like that's one of the few times we saw like, literal na saksakan on like, in the MCU, I guess. Pero I think, yeah, that's one of his fighting style, which is, knife combat skills. And maybe, just maybe, he learned that from a mutual friend. Bucky Barnes, everyone. Pero yeah, speaking of fighting scenes, one thing that they took from the TV series and they made it great on the big screen was the flight scenes. I think, tama ba to? But I call it flight combat scenes. If ever you guys remember, yung opening scene sa The Falcon and the Winter Soldier was Sam's flight combat. I don't know, I forgot which country was it. Probably Tunisia. When he had to stop Batroc and to save a hostage, which is also a military dude. Bro, that was amazing. I saw the behind the scenes for that like specific scene. It was like they hired actual parachute. Anong tawag sa mga tao na yun? Oh my God. Basta yung mga parachute people na tumatalon. Yeah, they actually hired people to take like B-roll shots, I guess, and like take shots of those people jumping off of airplanes. And it was great. It was amazing. Yeah, that's truly cool. And I liked how this time naman sa movie, parang mga fighter jet yun, diba? So, it was amazing. So, we got another Sam flight combat scene dito sa Brave New World. Ito yung sa Celestial Island, and then Sam and Joaquin had to stop yung mga fighter jets from attacking. So, it was awesome. It was really awesome watching it on the big screen. And, of course, again, speaking of flying, dude, it's so nice to see more of Joaquin Torres. I'm actually super happy with that. He's literally the funny guy on this film. Reminds me of how Sam was introduced in The Winter Soldier. Sam was light and fun in that movie, but he gets down to business and is serious as fuck. Joaquin, I still see him as this like light and funny guy too, but I do hope we get to see him like more serious in the future. But so far, napaka-younger brother vibes niya. O parang, di ba, si Joaquin, very siya, parang bunsong kapatid. Younger brother vibes niya kay Sam. So parang kuyang-kuya niya si Sam. And I do think that like dynamic is very awesome. It's so cool just to see like Sam being this like big kuya, but like every time when he's with Joaquin, we also see that side of Sam na parang light and funny siya. It kind of gives off the same vibe that he has when he's like with Bucky. Although, minsan mas seryoso siya pag kasama niya si Bucky. So, another series character that we saw on screen was Isaiah Bradley. It's so easy to see naman na Isaiah is the emotional and the personal connection ni Sam dito sa movie na to, Brave New World. Every time Isaiah is on screen, my heart melts for him. Like, parang, ewan ko, di ko ma-describe, pero parang sumasakit yung puso ko pag nakikita ko si Isaiah. Parang, Isaiah, oh my God. Ganun yung pakiramdam ko every time I see Isaiah on screen. And dude, when Isaiah was like screaming, I think he was screaming like, my suit! Dude, oh my God, I was in shock and in disbelief. Like, in that scene, naiirita din ako. Cause like, why do they always gotta do this to Isaiah? Lagi nilang si Isaiah. Like, dude, you guys already tortured him. Can he please have a break? Ganon. So, parang, medyo naluha ako dun sa scene na yun, knowing what he went through in the TV series. So, gets ko din talaga yung emotional connection ni Sam kay Isaiah. He's literally the one who made it clear kay Sam. He explained what it takes to be a black man with a super soldier serum. Isaiah knows what it's like when there is a black Captain America. We all saw naman sa The Falcon and the Winter Soldier how Isaiah explained his point of view and his emotions were valid. Emotions niya are valid, ha? But Sam got to do his own thing, and he did. And he took that shield and he made it his own. So, if you guys remember in the TV show, baliktad yung opinion ni Isaiah and ni Sam when it comes to the shield. But, respect is respect, and understanding history and the background of that shield is important for Sam. So, yeah. So, here's the thing though. Here's the thing with Brave New World. In my understanding, this is one of the first MCU films we have that directly follows up from the TV show. So yes, of course, we had other films. Yes, we have WandaVision, but that's just half of the plot for Multiverse of Madness. We also have WandaVision and Miss Marvel for the movie The Marvels. But then again, parang yung TV series na yun, parang mga 50% pa rin ng plot na yun. Meanwhile, Brave New World, I would say, is like 100% follows directly the events of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Legit, like you have to watch a TV series in order to understand Sam and the people closest to him in Brave New World. And as an MCU fan who diligently follows every release, I'm very versed in the TV series. So pati ako may emotional connection sa relationship between Isaiah and Sam. However, I am not sure if casual fans also feel the same way when they watch Brave New World. But if anything, I hope Isaiah and Sam's relationship in the film piqued their interest to check out the TV series. Ayan yung pinaka-worry ko in terms of movie sequels that follows the TV series when it comes to the Avengers films. We've seen it naman na with Infinity War and Endgame na fans will do binge watch sessions just to catch everything up before watching an Avengers film. Pero not sure lang if a regular MCU film can also like catch people's attention to do binge watch sessions as well. But anyway, I do think this is a genuine concern that movie writers and movie directors should be able to address naman when making a movie. Alam mo yun, parang quick and natural explanations in the dialogue explaining who this character is and what they went through doon sa TV series na yun. Okay, sorry, medyo napasegue na. Pero then again, those are valid concerns and I have a feeling you guys also feel the same way. Somewhat to some degree, diba? Okay, again, back to Brave New World. So, speaking of sequels, nagiging joke. Alam ko, naging joke to. Alam ko, nakita nyo na to. Nagiging joke dito sa fandom natin, dito sa MCU fandom natin na parang, Brave New World is just a sequel to The Hulk. Parang yung 2008 na Hulk na movie with Edward Norton. Parang ano siya, parang sinasabi nila, Brave New World is like the Hulk sequel without the Hulk. The Green Hulk, pero merong Hulk. Pero red siya. Parang ganon. I mean, we have literally Ross and Stearns in this movie. And of course, a quick cameo from Betty. So parang, yes, gets ko yung joke kung bakit parang Hulk 2 itong Brave New World. Pero, now, let's talk the villains sa movie na to. Mga friends, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat. Medyo, I still don't know how to feel about the villains in this movie. Which is, si Stearns with his gamma radiation brain or whatever. Don't get me wrong though. I do get his story and like how he just wants to get back at Ross. Ross did him dirty. So I don't really blame Stearns here for wanting revenge. But I do think Stearns is not really a good villain to Captain America and Sam. I mean, villain nga, so masama sila. So what I'm talking about here is that parang hindi lang compatible na villain si Stearns kay Captain America and Sam Wilson. Parang ang dating kasi talaga, nandawit lang talaga si Sam dito. Kasi nga naman, di ba, Sam is working with, or quote-unquote for the president, and then syempre, kaaway ni President si Stearns. So, ayun, damay lang talaga si Sam. Then again, Stearns is originally a Hulk villain, so I don't know. They were doing their best, I guess. They were like working with what they've got, and yeah, I guess this is like a Hulk sequel. And also, eto pa, si Giancarlo, he is so underused. I do think he is so underused in this film. I hope there's more for him. There's more in store for him in the MCU. Kasi sobrang sayang yung casting niya. Oh my God. Again, I'm just saying, I haven't seen Breaking Bad, but I do know how great of an actor Giancarlo is. So, hopefully, may something pa kay Giancarlo as Sidewinder. Sidewinder? Tama ba pronunciation? Sidewinder? Sidewinder. Anyway, yeah, I just hope there's more to Seth. kay Seth, kay Giancarlo. Also, add ko lang din pala, every time Stearns is like on screen, the mood of the whole movie just like shifts into the like creepy kind of horror-ish like visuals, which I'm gonna say it's kind of like it's a meh for me. It kind of takes me out of the movie, not gonna lie. So that's one of my about this movie. I'm sorry, but anyway. Now, speaking of the Red Hulk, dude, everyone, I know we have all seen the marketing that they did for this movie. Dude, grabe. Grabe. Puro si Red Hulk talaga siya. Like, Red Hulk, tapos versus Captain America. Tapos, alam mo yun, like lahat ng trailers, puro si Red Hulk pinapakita. Tapos, sa mismong movie, we got the Red Hulk at the very last part. Like, girl, ano ba yan? Pero in terms of the plot, I understand. And I actually appreciate that they showed Ross turning into the red-colored Hulk at the end. Like, thank you at pinadulo nyo yan. Kasi nga naman, in the movie, they were kind of showing na Stearns is messing with Ross. He's messing with the president beyond the Celestial Island package. And yeah, it really paid off na parang, hindi lang ito yung pagiging presidente yung ginugulo, ginagago ni Stearns. Tapos in the end, it was like, ito pa pala yung isang kagaguhan na ginawa ni Stearns kay Ross. So, it really paid off. It really builds on that, na parang the stress of being the president of the most powerful nation in the world. Like, it does take a toll on you. Parang ganon. Like, sa sobrang stress niya, hindi niya nakinaya. Ayan, it activated the Hulk inside of him. Like, grrr, Hulk. Hulk smash. Charot. Pero yes, I guess, just ko po, oh my God. Like, way before the movie came out, we all asked, ito alam ko to, we all asked the same thing. Like, how is Sam going to defeat the Red Hulk? Like, yes, I know he's a mortal man, whatever. Like, he is a mortal man without the super soldier serum, may I remind you. And then he's going up against a big, red, super mad, and super strong monster. Like, to be honest, I've had a feeling that Sam will talk Ross down in the movie. Like, he's gonna find a way to talk Ross down back to his human form. And that is exactly what happened in the movie. So I also know that we all feel like 50-50 on that scene. I feel like, parang, it's kinda, okay. But also, I do have to admit, it works. And I understand why it worked. So, kasi si Thaddeus Ross has someone to ground him in this world. And that is his daughter, si Betty. He loves her so much that he continues to do better for her and for himself. Meanwhile, si Bruce Banner, the Green Hulk, he didn't really have anyone, I guess, to bring him back to like human form. Kasi if I remember correctly, naghiwalay na ata si Betty tsaka si Bruce nun. And we all know what happened. Bruce had to run off to India to be alone and away from people that he loves and knows. Pero by Age of Ultron, ginawa nilang love interest si Natasha kay Bruce. So I guess Natasha helped, and we also that Natasha helps him go back from Hulk to Bruce. So I guess what I'm saying here is that love and human connection, yung basis here, or yung ground mo to bring the Hulks back to human form. And we all know Sam did a speech about, I think I think he talked about cherry blossoms as well. And also, of course, he mentioned Betty to Ross para lang maging tao na uli si Ross. And it worked. And I acknowledge that. I do acknowledge that. Moreover, I really admire how Ross took accountability of his actions and turned himself in sa raft. So he's now in the raft. And that's where Betty did his cameo. So Betty visited Ross sa raft, and I guess that truly pays off. Yung part na hindi talaga natin nakita si Betty the whole movie, pero in the end, nandun si Ross. Nung na-redeem na ni Ross yung sarili niya, nandun na din si Betty to reconnect with her father. So it really paid off for his arc. But what I am finding hard to acknowledge is that Sam is still questioning himself as Captain America. Like, dude, Sam, you are worthy of the shield and you are Captain America. Steve chose you to be Captain America. He trusts you enough to continue the legacy of the shield. And honestly, Sam, I feel the same way. So please stop questioning yourself. But I do think, here's the thing. I do think that it's still understandable that he questions himself sometimes. Like, it's truly hard. I admit and I understand it's truly hard to live up to like the shield and what the name Captain America represents. There's this line in the movie where Sam says like, I should have taken the serum. And this is a conversation that he had with Bucky. Yes, Bucky did a cameo in this movie, and Bucky reassured him that, yo, dude, my man Sam, you are doing great as Captain America. And that scene, honestly, was really touching scene. And also, it's a really natural way for Bucky to do a cameo in this movie. So I truly appreciate that cameo. And I guess showing that side of Sam still questioning himself is also essential then for the casual viewers, for the casual fans to see. Kasi this is the whole dilemma of the TV series, diba? Sa The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, sa show na yon, we saw how Sam overcame that question and figured it out with the help of Bucky, Isaiah, and his family. I really love that show. Please go watch it. Go rewatch it again, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So, in a way, parang it's also a way for casual fans to go, hopefully, naisip nila dito. Hopefully, casual fans thought na, why did he say that? Why did Sam say that about himself? Maybe I should go watch the TV series to learn more about Sam. So hopefully, ganun yung naging mindset nila. And yeah, so I really, really highly recommend, that TV series. Kasi I do think if you haven't seen a TV series, you wouldn't get like most of the emotional connections or the dynamics or the relationship that's happening in Brave New World. But yeah, overall, it was a great movie. Captain America, The Winter Soldier. Ay, The Winter Soldier tuloy na. Iniisip ko yung iniisip ko yung TV show. Pero yeah, Captain America, Brave New World is a really great movie. May comments lang talaga ako dun sa villains. Kasi medyo hindi ko na feel. Pero I really love seeing Sam fully this time as Captain America on the big screen. Small screen kasi yung TV series eh. So, TV lang yun. Hindi siya malaki. Iba pa rin talaga yung dating ng sinihan girl. So parang, yeah, it's a great movie. And I'm really glad that the elements of the TV show really came through and they made it better sa movie. And I cannot wait to see more of Sam in the future. Especially na next year na yung Avengers movie. so, malapit na. It was also teased in Brave New World na yes, Sam is definitely going to restart Avengers. So it will be interesting to see him this time as a leader. So let's see how that will go. I'm excited. I feel like we haven't seen Sam being a leader. So this is going to be interesting and exciting at the same time. So yeah, I guess that wraps up my episode for today. Itong movie review-ish kong episode. But I feel like I'm missing something. I feel like I'm forgetting to talk about something. Oh my god, I get so excited when I think about this. But you guys, remember that thing they discovered on Celestial Island? The package that Sam and Joaquin had to retrieve in the movie? Yeah, that package. It was fucking adamantium. Oh my god. When Ross announced this in the movie, I gasped so loud in the movie theater. And I kept mumbling to myself, like I legitly cannot stop thinking about it. Like, oh my god, I'm so excited! Oh my god, and you guys know how much I love Wolverine. Yes, as in Wolverine, adamantium claws, like adamantium claws, like dude. This like when Ross announced that, my mind was like racing, like it was like working overtime in the movie theater while I'm still watching Brave New World. That's how hyped I am for that announcement. But anyway, yo, that's for another long ass episode. So I am ending this episode right here, right now. So yeah, that's all for today. So bye everyone. Talk to you guys soon in the next one. Okay? Bye.
Thanks for listening to the Pinoy MCU fan. If you enjoyed this episode and you'd like to support the podcast, please share it with others, post about it on social media, or leave a rating and review. To connect with me, you can follow or message me on social media at the.pinoymcufan. The Pinoy MCU fan is part of the Bunk Collective. Discover more podcasts at thebunkph.com and follow us on social media at thebunkph. That's it, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye!